move to the number 7 subchapter, reading data from files. So that there's two subchapter. One is the reading from a text file, like this extension .txt normally. Secondly, we will talk about this more common used data site format is CSV. So we will use two video to discuss about this method. With this way, then we will prevent to use the hard coding data site, which we deal with until now for the past subchapters. Is every program we have our inside the program data site to just typing in, but that is not our easy way to maintain when you have a large data site. So prevent hard coding is one primary reason, and also you may have a more dynamic way to gather the online data site. So if you download many data sites or files, you need to know how you can deal with that within Python. So first is reading data from a text file is our easier way. So let's take our file called my data text. If you look at those data, you may be familiar with those which we use that in chapter the 1 in the period A. And I already put this as my data like this way. So it's just have our extension txt and have 12 lines, and every line just looks like our number, but keep in mind is a txt file. The content you can only treat that as our text. So when you retrieve that is a text, and you need to use the formula or function to convert that to the needed data type for your program. So let's do this file. So the following program will read this file and print the sum of the number. Let's try to do this from the demo. So 0307. So we will have 1 read txt file and the sum.py. So if we have our program is let's starting from name equal to min. What we will do is we will do the sum data from the data file my data.txt. So we don't have our path because we put this my data.txt in the same folder. So that is the way you can ignore the dealing with the operating system's directory, the complexity for now. So first is find the sum of numbers stored in a file and author. So you can have this and the date, and we should have our sum data. So you can see is I have some typo. So with data, and this data we will input the file name. For this file name, we don't need the extension because the extension is treating from here. And then what we will do is we will have the sum, make that as the 0, and then we gradually we will have the looping. So to read this line by line and make them summary. So then we should have used this the file open method. So with open with this file name, and we open that as f. Then from now on, this f the character is our object of a file or open the file. Then for every this file is we have a line the object. So we just need to do the s plus line, but this line we should put that as the float. so we convert that to float, or we can convert that to int. So let's see if we convert that to int, what's that means. So line is actually, so I missed those ones. So for line in file f, then this is the one, and then this I can print sum of the numbers in txt file is, and we gave our days, and the dot format is s. So let's try to run that. You can see with open there is no such file. So the reason is you need to pay attention to the working directory. So my working directory is my libraries or the repository directory, but my file and my program is in ch03. So you need to switch to this directory. Then now you can see you can do this those formats, or of the file name load and do the summary operating. But if you change that to float, you get our float result, so .0. And if I back to here, so maybe let me see. So if I back to the default one, so let's see ch03. So I put that from my working directory. To do that, you can see here. As long as you know where you are in the operating systems of file, the path, the location, and you know where is your the actual data file located, you can use such kind of those paths plus the file name. Then you can do the this kind of the browsing. So, but for easier ways, I back to ch03, and I just ignore those paths. So that is the easy way. So you get is 5733.0. So remember is you can also convert that to integer. So that is the first thing. So secondly is all our program in this chapter assume that the input data is available in the list. To use our earlier program on the data from a file, we need to first create a list. So here for this first code is we haven't do any the list converting or list creation. We just have our initial the variable is a number, and we keep adding that additional line converted number to this number s. Then we get the summary. But if we can make those the files input the load in the lines into a list, then what we have done like is the make the summary, make the even, make the medium. So means that all those list-based processing can be done. So let's try to do another way. So let's put that as the 2. So 2 is the read text file and calc in list. So let's treat that, and we do. This is calculating the mean of numbers. We just show you the mean. Then if you can calculate mean, you can calculate the median, you can calculate the variance. So that is a lot of the other things we already practice. So numbers stored in a file. The difference is for this code is we read from the file. So we will have the here is the data is still there is 12 data. So we will use this read data. So first we make definition read data. Read data is with a file name, and make that into a list. So number is empty list first, so numbers. And then with open file name as f. So remember this syntax. And then for line, every line in f, we are now is making the list base. So we use the append and the float. So actually, so we can make that into the int. But if you put that int later on when you calculate min, it's better not int, is the float, because you will use the division and the processing. Then from then we return this list. So from here is we can see first data is read the data with my data text. So that is the thing is we got our number. Let's print data to see whether it's actually our list. So you can see it's correct. It's 12 data, and now is our list formats. Then this we will make this calculate min. So calculate min is the program is we used that before. So just we have some review. Calculate min with numbers. So these numbers is read from the above reading numbers. So first we do this summary. So numbers, and we get the count. So is the length, and the min is s divided by n, and just return min. So what I will do is now is min is the calculate min using the data, and the print min. Just simply give our number, and let's go this dot to f, so not too long. Dot format. So min. Let's see. So we got this list and we got min. So remember, it's 477.75 are the things we have done this before. So that is the part is for reading the text. So and as the author mentioned, is you will see the different value in the min if the data in your file are different from those in the sample. And there's some discussion on appendix B for hints on how you can ask a user to input a file name. So let's create another file name, like is my data 1. So I have some more data, like is this data is I have 18 lines. That is the data 1. So I want this user can input those data files. So not is still now we don't have the exact number as the hard coding, but we still have the hard coding for the file name. So here, if you go to the appendix B, so you find is there's our section is a reading file in Python. There's some is reading all the lines at once, specify the file name inputs, handle arrow. So let's demo the first two at least for you. So reading file in Python. So here we have those 12 lines for my data, and I added our additional ones for 12 the 18 files. So we have this def read file. So this is our for line in f, number is this one. We want to write function to read and return a list. So this one is the similar things actually for this. So we return this. And if we want to have those using the approach we took in chapter 3, we would rewrite the preceding as below. So read file path, and we have our list empty first with open the path as this path as the file name. For line in F, and we do this numbers append. So compare these two. So for this is first you have F is open path. So you already have this, or you can put this open path directly in the with. So that is the thing. So how we can read all lines at once? So with open path as files, lines equal to F using this read lines. Then we have all the lines. Then this we can put this number equal to float n. So float n for n in lines, because you read all these lines in together, and that also are the list object. So you can return this directly. And using this one, so data file is the input, and we put is read data here. Then we can get that. So let's put this as a 7, 3. So number 3. Read input input name. So the difference here is this one. So data. So we can see we can convert this as a data file. We put our input. So data file equal to input. Please indicate file name. And then, well, what I will do is the data is read data. So these are fine. Then here I replace that to the data file. Then that's it. So, and then here, if I run this, so you can see if I see the my data.txt, I got this same result, but now I can do this dynamically. My data1.txt, I got this second data file, so with the different results. So if you have different files, and here this number 3 give you some additional complexity. And here is you can read more is how to handle the errors when reading file, because when you make a reading file reading, is the very often happen is your file is not cannot be read. If you want to read a txt, but if you happen that file name is the non-txt file, which means you cannot read that. So that is the first the problem is the format issue. Second is you indicate that data file, but the file isn't in the expected format, or not in that expected location. So you also see the arrow. So I did that here. So no such file or directory if you are not in the current the correct file. I don't see is you must in the same the folder, because if you in the upper folder, you can indicate through the additional paths. But if you don't indicate the correct the final destination of your data file, it will pop up some arrows. So it's that arrow can be captured like a file not found arrow. So that is the arrow is you can capture through the those using the try except the method. So I don't create this separately. You can read from this appendix B. And in the mind map is I will later to add this appendix and link that to our this subchapter, so that when you read this mind map, you can cross-checking what's the contents interrelated. Okay, that's all for this subchapter, reading the text file. So let's stop here for now, and in the next video I will talk about this more often format CSV file and give you more demos. So see you in next video. Bye for now.